She hide like that at the pillar outside like. Then once got people going like that.
Hey, don't
I call police. I call. They catch her like that. Welcome to
Welcome to another episode of Get It Out. Yes, and this episode we are doing childhood stories.
Yes, correct.
So because we are doing childhood story, I got my childhood friend here. This is Edmond. Edmond has been friends with me since I was 16 years old. Ooh. So we've been friends for 20 years already.
Wow, 20 years already.
20 years.
Fun fact, me and Nigel has also been friends since 16 years old.
Yeah, since 16
Just
years
that
old.
it hasn't been 20 years.
It hasn't been 20 years. Okay. So I first met Edmond actually in a game. Play this game called World of Warcraft. So I was attacking a monster, then suddenly got like 10 monsters come. Then they all whacking me, I'm dying, right? Then suddenly I got this healer, right? Out of nowhere. Heal. Then I survived it. Then I said, hey, thanks, man.
Like drama,
I said, hey, thanks, man, because he's just a random guy. I thought he had some angmo. Then he said he's from Singapore, I'm from Singapore. Then that's how we became friends.
That's quite cute,
Yeah. Then ever since we've been very close friends, we had a business together also.
Wow, that's quite an inspirational story.
Why is it inspirational?
Because it's so like y'all met. Yeah, fate. Fate brought us together. For me and Nigel different. We no choice. Ours is they put us together, so we have no choice but to be friends.
Okay, so before we dive into the first question, right, we have some quick fire questions.
Oh yes, okay.
We already answered the first question, which is how long you all know each other.
Yes.
I about 20 years. You're
about 10, more than 10.
11 years.
Study together and now work together.
Yes.
Okay. So number 2, what is one pet peeve you have for one another? Like you for me, I for you. Okay. My pet peeve of Edmond, right, is he always say no. I say, hey, Ed, I ask you, no. That's how he talk to me.
I don't like to go out.
Everything is not like, hey,
He's a very outdoor person.
You free or not? No. He don't even know one. I said, hey, I said, I want to propose to my girlfriend. He won't ask when. He will just say no. He's always just say no one.
Then how y'all start business together?
Y'all
start no.
I really don't know. Most of the thing he will just say no until I explain very thoroughly. So that's my pet peeve of him.
What's your pet peeve of him?
I always say yes lah. He always ask me to go out. No, I don't like to do outdoor activities. So he like to like, hey, lunch. Then lunch ready, go home already, sleep for 1 hour, nap right. He'll ask for dinner again.
Also, that's your pet peeve.
Yeah, keep asking me out. I don't want to go out.
Yeah. How about you all both?
For me, very obvious one. For Ben.
Noisy.
No.
Eat a lot.
I know.
Daytime have, nighttime
How about that?
You're gonna say I snore.
Nighttime one is he snore.
How often you all sleep with each other?
When we go travel lots, when we go travel lots, me and Ben will always share the same room.
No choice.
No choice. I'm the only one that can take his snoring. And still sleep.
I don't agree with you. You say he nighttime snore, daytime no snore. He always snore around me.
No, it's not snore. Heavy breathing.
He always heavy breathing.
He got Demon Slayer got the breathing technique.
Yeah.
That's his breathing technique.
Only I have heavy breathing style.
Heavy breathing style is Ben.
Oh, I know what's my pet peeve. Our dressing actually quite similar.
Right.
But fucking hell, everybody say he look better. I don't know why.
That's true.
I mean, actually, I know why lah.
You should know why lah.
He like, people got say, hey Ben, why you dress like that? Then I'm like,
It's the same.
Nigel wear the same exact thing. Why nobody say him?
He look different.
Yeah, that's my pet peeve. I don't really like.
Again, the one also steal your fault. Not his fault.
That's true.
Next one. Show us an old childhood photo of yourself. We don't take a lot of photos together, so I don't know whether do we have anything from our younger days?
No, I only saw you one time in IT, then you drop out already.
Yes.
Why? Really?
We happened to go ITE together, right?
I saw you at the lift, I remember, one time.
So when we were young, right, we met online, right? Then there was one time he bought this game, right, that is only available overseas. So I said, can you lend me the game? Then he said, okay, you come my house and take.
Okay.
So I go his house, then that's the first time I see him, right? Then I took the game, right, and I lost it after that. Then the next time we met was at the school already. I guess because of that, we don't have a photo.
Me and Nigel's photo, I don't know why lah. When we were younger, right? Our photos are all explicit one.
I saw some of them.
We were tied up. Or like I'm on his back.
How to say? Young, we were young.
你们的 relationship is a bit dubious.
I guess we were closer then.
Okay. The next question, testing friendship. When is each other's birthday?
1, 2, 3, say it together.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. 29 December, you fuck you.
I know you are both on December.
Same.
Right?
10. No, 10 is wrong already. 12. 11?
Okay, like
11. I remember it's the like
final
11. I log in.
You log in,
I log in 11.
11.
Then you also got his one?
29.
29. Yours should be 10 August? 10 August, right?
1st August.
We both August, you all both December.
Oh, yeah.
We both Liu.
I guess you all must have the same birth month.
Maybe the character more gum.
Maybe. Oh, quite proven.
Interesting. Okay, let's jump to the first question, okay? Okay, this unicorn asks, my childhood is always filled with cane. Now parents don't even hit the children, let alone the cane. I'm gonna let my kid choose the cane color. So, have you all experienced caning before?
Confirm.
Confirm lah.
Confirm have. Yeah.
From your parents lah?
Yeah, they're from you.
Our side, my teacher cane.
I got public caning before.
I also public caning before.
My one a bit different. At the point of time, my father was a bit rich, so I think he donated some money to the school to make sure I don't drop out. So there was one time someone say I pushed them fall down, that kind of thing, but it wasn't true. I didn't.
I didn't get caning.
Kena caning because I was hanging out with the wrong group of people lah. So I got caned by my father in front of the whole school.
That one more embarrassing.
That one more
No,
embarrassing.
buttock pain and here pain.
No lah, not pain one lah, nothing lah.
And when I public caning, right, because it's in assembly and not class, right, unfortunately, right, my discipline master who caned me, right, before he was a discipline master, he's a professional caner in the jail. So he really got the whole say palm.
Wait, I never even kena cane. I already scared of the cane because the rotan already so big.
Right. Our one is a rod.
I think at our point in time, it was ruler. Max is ruler, yeah.
But at home got the cane.
Yeah, at home have lah. At home I eat cane more than I eat rice.
Wow, really?
Yeah, really.
You only son still kena cane all the time.
I think that's why they want to train ma. They are so used to it. They got multiple canes at home.
Right.
Like they must back up because they know I will find.
I always just throw outside the window.
But you know how cheap is that, right? How cheap is
They got backup one.
They got backup one. Let's say your son, 12 years old,
Okay.
beat up a boy. How will you deal with that?
Did he win?
He won too much. He won too much.
I reward.
The guy go hospital.
I don't think I'll cane because to me I feel like caning is what made me rebellious. For example, I'm around my parents. My parents is the kind that like will greet uncle auntie one.
Right.
Then I naturally follow suit. Not because they cane me, it's because of the environment I grew up in. The logic they instill in me.
Then Nigel.
I will beat lah.
You'll be
I think
with your fist.
No
With a
lah,
belt.
can lah. I think must beat right. Then after that you must explain why you cannot beat.
Right.
Last time maybe I never explain during our time we grew up, they beat, never explain After that just cry, go to the room.
That's true.
Right, no explanation. Then suddenly when I come to class, right, when I was P5, P6, then I see like my group of friends, then they like comparing something on their leg. Then I like, wow, what's that? Then like my friend, wow, 今天我 sergeant, wow, then the wow, corporal 2条. Then I like, wow, they like so cool.
So you also wanted.
Then I like, cause they are my classmates, then I like make friends, then I also went and 捣蛋. Then I kena beat. Then I like, wow,
I'm quite curious if your primary school or secondary school you're watching, please leave in the comment. I'm really quite curious.
Yeah, let us know what is
get
your
punished.
current punishment right now. Okay, next question. This one is the Nigel question.
Huh? What?
Someone knows
Hi,
Nigel.
Nigel.
Hi Nigel, I'm Mr. Gyat. Okay, I'm a teenager who has witnessed my parents getting freaky on the bed beside me. I sleep on a mattress beside the bed because we live in a 3-room where the other bedroom has been occupied by my brother. Every time it's always my father who tries to silently sneak into the bed and silently do it with my mom. Usually I will wake up and I don't know what to do. But usually it's very unpleasant and I feel like crying. Do you think I should stay quiet or is there something I can do to make sure it never happens again?
Would you rather, okay, every time your parents have sex, right, you will be magically teleported in front of them and watch the whole thing? Or, okay, join once to end the curse.
Join one means you.
Yeah, join once.
You like the question?
Which one?
I say join.
And they will know.
You join?
I join.
One join.
But
So you join in, okay, we know this guy is sick. What about you, Nigel?
But both ways also sick. No, the logic is if you never do the action means you never commit anything.
what if you watch, right?
Yeah,
You're watching, ma.
I'm watching. No choice.
But you get aroused. Then you're doing something, what?
No.
Then it's a crime already, bro. That's also sick,
Both
bro.
is a crime.
Boy, you are sick.
You are the question.
Moving on.
Okay, moving on. So I think right, to all parents out there, I think this is very, very important. I think they really need to take note.
Yeah.
I think it's
yeah,
fucking traumatizing, this one.
But my advice to you is, as an adult myself, it's a normal thing, right? It's nothing to be ashamed of or something that like it's crime or shouldn't do. It's a normal process of life.
Okay.
Right? Nothing to be ashamed of.
Where you going with
However, of course, the parents also must take note that the kid is still young.
Right.
I don't know how young you are, but it's not a very good image.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
Yeah lah, but the kid also must,
Voice out.
Yeah, voice out lor.
Yeah, I think first talk to your brother lah. Then you see what your older. I'm guessing because your brother sleeps in another room, he's probably your older brother.
Yeah, like what Nigel said lah. Talk to your brother, sleep with your brother. Sleep in the living room also better. I think you sleep in the living room.
I think sleep with your parents.
Join in once.
This guy will. This guy will. Oh yeah, join once then confirm stop.
Confirm stop. Already stop.
Next question by Stan. Wow, growing up in a big family was crazy. We took turns doing house chores, like we had a roster and a timeline of who is doing what on which day at what time. And it always turned into a huge sibling fight every week. I remember all the fights over who had to vacuum or mop floor at home. Those chores became like this epic symbols of responsibility and honestly resentment between us. Thinking back now, it's wild how those daily chores totally strained our relationship.
Wow.
So what you expect your parents to do? Your parents to go to work, give your money, and then come back and do all the housework, is it? I don't know.
I'm so angry.
Yeah, very angry. I'm scared. Suddenly so serious.
This sounds like an entitled problem.
Last time when you are young, your parents never ask you to do household chores, man.
I may have said so much just now. When I was young, I got maid.
Got maid. Not so much. Got maid.
I have maid.
You can't.
I don't have maid lah. But I also don't do.
Which is worse? Which is worse, you tell me?
Okay,
you got do meh?
I got do, but I do to the point where my mother said, "我做."
Oh, you purposely effed up, is it?
I never purposely lah. She think that I'm wasting and playing with water. So one maid never do a bit until kena kan. So cannot relate.
No, okay, but frankly speaking, I feel like you are in a big family, it must be very difficult for your parents to jaga everything. Have to work, have to give your money, have to put you all through school. Then you expect them to come back and do housework, meh?
Sorry.
I feel like.
Is it because I call you out so you like lesser your
very
anger?
entitled lah.
Yeah, actually it's quite true lah.
The person's problem is like they fight until they strain their relationship between the siblings over household chores. Something so simple.
They fail to see actually the communication is one of the most important aspects to make sure everybody is well communicated and assigned to do their work. So that part probably forgotten, and this is why the strain is there.
They're just trying to build some responsibility in each child.
And I also believe a lot of things as kids, right? We just don't know better. Right now we grow up already, we say fuck, we are fucked up kids. Right, like you.
I still fucked up.
But at least you know. At least you know. At least you got the self-awareness to know.
At least I know I'm fucked up, right? But I got my mom a dreamy vacuum cleaner.
Because today's episode is brought to you by the DREAME X40 Pro Ultra Robot Vacuum. Yes, wow. So because now it's 2024 already, I don't know nowadays kids whether they should clean their room or what lah. But because of this DREAME X40 Pro Ultra Robot Vacuum, right, they have this new thing called the Versa Lift Navigation. So it's designed to detect low spaces and navigate beneath sofas, cabinet and beds. So basically it can sense the height above them and below them. Not only that, they have extendable and liftable side brush and mop pads. So basically it can sense its surrounding and distinguish between wet and dry messes, effectively cleaning each type accordingly.
So it's where they use the mop pad, then if it's like dust dry, they use the
side brush. So if you want to stop fighting with your siblings on who to mop the floor, who to clean the floor, and you want to get yourself a DREAME X40 Pro Ultra, you can check out the Shopee link in the description box below. And I heard that discount code is actually very good.
Quite significant.
Yes, it's a very big
I also got use that, so I highly
yes.
recommend for you to go check it out. Okay, next question is by Europa. I was bullied throughout my childhood. In primary school, I always get beat up by older secondary school kids. I developed some kind of trauma from then all the way until now. And how do I let go of that trauma or frame it in a different way? Have you all been bullied before?
Why I'm the bully?
Oh, you're the bully! How you really the bully?
I'm really the bully. I tell you how I bully people. There was this girl who is a bit...
Why you bully girl?
This guy!
She was my good friend lah, but then she a bit special one lah.
Okay.
So I asked her to suck the pen ink.
Oh. Why would you do?
Then her mouth turned blue. I thought it was quite entertaining.
I can see.
Wait, how old were you?
I apologized to her lah.
But how old were you guys?
Primary 4. That's why I get caning also.
Oh, you were punished for it.
Okay, you deserve it. You deserve it. I was being bullied in primary school. Then primary 5 I got a growth spurt. Then I start bullying people. Yeah, I don't know. Just suddenly I grow taller than the rest of the people.
Wow.
Yeah, but
I wish I can do that.
but my one is a boys' school, so the bullies were very physical. You look like you get bullied a lot. Yeah.
No lah.
Really? You are a bully, yeah?
Sometimes only. I've been in the shoe of both.
Oh, you sure? Okay. Can you tell us about your worst bullied story?
This one is a memory. It's a core memory for me.
Core memory.
Because I made good friends out of it. In primary school, I have this clique. Until now, all the way until now, we are still very good friends.
Okay.
And
Are these the clique the bully you one?
no, they are my good friends.
Okay.
Then right, I don't know about y'all. But in primary school, they got this Facebook like siblings.
My primary school no Facebook, bro.
Okay.
Like you're my sister, you're
You
my
can
brother.
identify your father, your mother.
Yeah. So you're like a family tree. Then I wasn't in the family tree, no. All the people that are friends with, they are in that family tree, except for me. Wow, I feel so left out. Then I go and ask the person, like the lauta, the father. I say, hey, can I join the family tree? He say, can, $10. I paid the $10, I joined, right? This is the story of how I step up to the bully. So one day I invite all the friends to come to my house. Because everybody don't really like him because he's a big bully. So I invite them to my house and then we didn't invite him. And then he found out. So he came to my house. He take a wooden stick and then he start hitting my wooden door. Then my wooden door got scratched. Well, then I fucking scared because my parents gonna kill me. Not my door. I open the door. Then I really fucking angry. I'm like, you know when you're fucking angry, you'll tremble. Like, fuck you!
Take a pen
Fuck you!
Okay.
Fuck you! Then like, you like want to cry. Then he's scared. Then he go away. After that, I suck it. So how do you let go of friend to fight back?
How about Nigel? Nigel, do you ever bully people or gonna bully?
I know I'm just an observer. I don't know if watching is a part of bullying.
Yeah.
I mean, you are
never do anything
implicit
to
of
them,
the. You are part of the problem.
You're like accomplice.
Yeah, because in secondary school and primary school, right, I'm always with the group of people that always like to tautang. So I'm always with them. So in secondary
You're
school,
with them, but you don't do those things.
yeah, I just hang out with them because they're all my friends. So like in secondary school, all that will always disturb people, but I don't really get disturbed because they're my friends.
No, then you are really part of the problem.
Give the bully power.
You join the bully to get protected, even though you never participate. But you never help with the issue. I guess right, as the bully, right, when we do the thing, right, we think it's fun. We think it's not too much of a harm or what. But actually, it lives on on somebody's mind.
Okay, I apologize.
How the person feel lah. Don't put yourself in a position to be bullied. But how do you present yourself that way?
It's confidence. I think like the moment like people think you're not a pushover, then you won't really.
I think so also.
Like for example, Edmond know that the person can bully you. Let's say you bully the person. Right? See? So if you're confident enough, I don't think anybody will dare to like go up. Not say don't dare lah, but
Basically, don't let yourself look like an easy target.
yeah, just be confident. You show that you have weak spot, we'll target that spot. Next question is by Nick. Hi Ryan, Ben and Nigel.
Okay.
So during my secondary school days, I had a very close friend that came out of a closet. And I was the first person he told. It was funny because the first thing he said was, don't worry, you're not my type. FYI, this is a friend that I talk to about anything such as adult topics. So one day, he received a text asking whether I want to watch a movie with him. So I asked him, who else is going? And it was just me and him. It felt okay lah, but then the next thing I found out is that we are watching it at his house and not the cinema.
Okay.
Sounds normal, right? Here goes the part where I got a bit difficult. Out of nowhere, he sent me a message that read, my parents and siblings not home also. I got a bit scared lah, cause firstly, he's gay and he says freaky stuff in our DMs during our conversation. Anyway, let's just say I have not talked to or have contacted this friend of mine for a while already.
I think even if I were to go, let's say your house, right? When you tell me your parents not at home, I also feel like we can have more fun there. No. Wait, that's not very fun. Correct. Like when you're young, you all go your friend's house. If the parents are there, then you all feel like very restrictive. So nothing wrong.
I got asked this question to my LGBT friends before.
Okay.
He was a guy that's gay. So he reasoned with me this. He said, just because I like guys, doesn't mean I like all guys.
Correct lah.
Right, it's like he said, if I hang out with girls, doesn't mean I like all of them.
Yeah.
If I hang out with some people, I won't have feelings for them. Then Why all girls should be scared of me because I like girls?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Don't make sense, what? It's
Correct,
stupid.
correct. They also got a type one eh.
Yeah lah. You think you very handsome,
Maybe he very handsome.
Maybe yeah. I think nowadays it's a very open topic.
Very normal thing.
Yeah, it's really
very normal thing. And in fact, honestly speaking, I enjoy spending time with my gay friends more. They are not as petty. They don't let small things drag them down. They are more open about talking, and they are generally more fun. But what is it that you are afraid when you go to his house alone like that? What you're afraid? That he try to do something?
Actually, he's your friend or just ask him lah.
Yeah lah, you just say lah. I'm not comfortable with you doing this or what lah.
And I think right, it's also because maybe the gay friend already say like, you're not my type. So he already clear all misunderstandings. That's why he dare to like ask you over because like you should know that nothing's gonna happen.
Think too much already.
Yeah, maybe you think too much.
You got any gay friends experience that do this type of thing?
I think, why are you so scared of being asked out? Is it because you're scared you cannot control yourself?
How the tables have turned.
I read that statistics show that the more homophobic you are, the more likely you are.
Oh, really?
A homo.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so 想太多. Either you think too much or you own self has something repressed inside waiting to come out.
So the question is, when I was in K2, I shit water while sitting in class. I diarrhea it out, not even normal shit leh. I just sat there soaking in my wet shit until the teacher asked me if I was okay, cause I was also tearing. I was too shy, still shy now, 34 years later, but haven't shit in public yet. And scared to ask the teacher if I can go toilet. It was before the teacher bring out my birthday cake. Oh my god.
Oh shit, wait, this is when primary
It
school?
was, yeah, I think K2. It was my birthday party at that time. I don't remember if my classmates were aware of me shitting. The only thing I record is that my grandma came with home clothes for me to change and celebrate my birthday. But I went home after changing instead.
As squad I run.
They shit in class before.
No lah.
He shit in train.
Train.
You shit in where?
In my pants.
Yeah,
In the bus.
Yeah. Have you shit anywhere before?
Never.
Don't lie.
I got control.
Shit pee all normal. You confirm have some embarrassing.
Okay, I'll, don't have leh, really don't have.
Soy also don't have.
Just control 一下，你没有一直要大便的咩？
K2 your diarrhea.
Really don't have.
He got a problem one. You know, whenever we go out, right, he go toilet so fucking often, right? We can be like waiting for a seat, like 15 minutes. The person say he will go toilet 3 times.
To pee only lah, not shit lah.
Sometimes will accident lah.
Really don't have.
Don't have. World. This guy world.
He got very good control of his bladders.
okay.
No, I also try to control.
Right.
But
no,
sometimes-
no, you did not.
Cannot control one. Sometimes really cannot control one.
Okay, so as shit experts,
I don't know if you're
你们是过来人嘛？shit experts
fucking a shit on you. I don't care.
He's gonna shit in your shoe. You like to shit in people's shoes.
We have said this once on one of the episodes.
Yes.
It's embarrassing, yes. Some people have very good control. Some people don't.
I think 我们的年代 we can control our shit.
I thought you grow older cannot control.
Maybe in the time will come for me. I haven't come yet.
We experienced earlier. He got the later stage. Besides the later stage. When he in the wheelchair. Okay. I also had this trauma of shitting in public before. Because to me, it's very dirty.
Okay.
The more you should shit in public toilet because you don't want to shit your pants.
Face your fears.
Yeah.
Conquer it.
Really.
Last time I also scared shit in public. Not cause dirty. It's cause primary school, secondary school, right? I don't know if y'all got experience. You cannot shit one, especially in boys' toilet. It's like, oh, you shitting one. Throw the bag.
Yeah lah, but not in public place. Public place.
There is a public place.
No, in school I also don't have shit because of that lah. It reminds me of a story, a shit story. Why I quit IT? He say right, we met at IT.
If it's such a shitty story, you shouldn't say.
No, I must say. I must give you all contact. I went to the toilet, I pee, finished it. Then I was making my hand. That's not a very vain one, right? Suddenly, a group of boys come in, right? Then he asked us to get out. Okay, you want to beat up somebody or what, right? Then got one, he pushed out the cubicle. No, got one cubicle locked, The boy inside say, I shitting. Then he, the guy get out.
You try one day, I tell you, go Jewel Airport. I'm someone that shit in every toilet before already.
And you were ranked jewel toilet number 1 in
Number one in the world, bro.
In the world!
Fuck you, got see toilet got bench one or not?
No, actually no, not Joe toilet. It's Terminal 3 toilet.
Terminal 3, sorry.
The one right, there's this toilet right, you can see the plane fly on while you pee.
Fucking nice one. Really? I guarantee you 100% after you practice there, right, you like to shit in public already. Next question is by this person called Blondie. I have a childhood drama. Growing up as the youngest in a family of all girls, with just our papa was like hell. My papa got this super bad, like hidden temper, tahan for super long, then boom, explode. Don't know if he's bipolar or what, but if he's in a bad mood, he's like a time bomb. My parents like to watch me like hawks, cause because I was the youngest and they think I'm the most rebellious one. My papa got even more violent after a while, especially when work stressed him out. He's like a super traditional dad, like cannot argue back, must respect him like a god. So he got this very weird rule about not dropping things at night. So one time he dropped his pencil case and all the stationery scattered around and I got scolded like mad. There were also other incidents where he felt so violent, even brought out the chopper to threaten me. I had no privacy at home and hence my upbringing really changed me, makes me want to be independent, and that's why I think I grew up to be very independent and someone who don't want to be controlled, like I seek freedom all the time.
Right.
Can any one of you relate?
My story a bit different from hers because my whole life I wasn't being controlled until my marriage. Then I felt, oh, how come I got this control? Then I'm really not used to it. This person is different. This person is on another spectrum. He's being controlled all her life, then he don't want to be controlled anymore. Right.
I feel a bit weird because like I don't know what you're asking.
No I ask if we can relate if you have such a strict upbringing before.
I think I come from a very traditional family also. My dad and my mom, they are quite old.
Right.
Then
they are the older parents lah.
Yeah.
你生你的时候 they are
quite late already. Yeah.
Right.
Then they also quite strict on me actually, but I'm very rebellious.
Right.
So what I do last time, they like to lock me out of my house. When I go home late, they lock me out. You know what I do? You don't want me to come home, I don't come home.
Then you go out.
I go out. But like, I don't get why like you feel like it's wrong leh. It's like to me, I want to be in your position also. Because you're independent, you don't need anybody. That's a strong person.
But she girl leh.
Then once right, it's like
girls sleep in the void deck 不会奇怪咩？
哦对哦，有点奇怪。
Yeah, they're a bit
Dangerous lah, dangerous.
And I also think that everybody can also relate to a bit of wanting to have freedom.
Yeah. The thing that is weird is the father bring chopper out.
Yeah, that one is weird.
The one is a bit much. I think I encourage you. I don't know if you are at your working age yet, but get the fuck out of the house. The one I will tell you. That seems like it's very problematic.
Will you call police on your parents?
Call police.
On your parents?
I love to call police. No, actually parents, right, I think, right, what you are concerned about is if your father go to jail because he got chopper and all this things, then your income, family income how, right, that kind of thing.
Something about Edmond, right, because he stays in a very dangerous neighborhood in Singapore, right.
The ghetto.
Yeah.
Not Yishun.
Not Yishun, okay. He every time will take a picture about something weird happening outside the house. Right?
Actually, I always see his story, right?
Yeah.
Very happening one.
Always got something happen, like sometimes got fire engine, ambulance, police.
Yeah.
And then he said, that police I call. He will come and tell me.
The latest one I call, right, got this 小杂包, right? You know the void deck got different pillars. Then people can walk past outside to the lift one. So got this woman, right? Let me act for you. She hide like that. At the pillar outside, like. Then once got people going like that.
Hey, don't look at that.
I call police. I call. They catch her like that.
I don't know. I don't think I can ever call police on my people that I know or family member.
Yes,
It's very extreme.
Yeah, very hard.
It's very extreme. Unless it's like really fucked up already.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's also the dad already carry the chopper.
Yeah.
What, you're gonna wait until you chop you then call?
How much red flag you on?
Yeah. How much you gonna wait until you call?
So you will call.
Chopper
already leh.
I mean, if it's a chopper situation, yes lah. But I also can think of the consideration. Being the youngest, right, means the breadwinner no more. Then what happens? But I highly doubt it will escalate to like that lah. But I mean, back then when we did the Are You Okay, CC got actually call police on the mother. The mother actually went jail.
I saw.
The mother actually. It is also not easy on them to call.
It's not.
You have to think lah. It's 没有办法中的办法嘛。Is you got no choice already 嘛。
Okay, next question is boy Wikipedia girl.
Wikipedia girl.
Wiki. Because the girl spelled G-U-R-L.
Oh. Wikipedia girl.
Wikipedia girl.
Okay, we got it. Okay, what's the question?
It happened when I was 7 to 8 years old.
Okay.
There was a sunny afternoon. Wow, ready combo. 风和日丽的早上. There is a sunny afternoon. I was playing glass marble, like those 50 cent kind of size. Suddenly, I had this crazy thought of putting it into my mouth. I did.
Okay.
It's tasteless. And I started to chew it. Of course I cannot.
Okay.
I will read exactly word for word. Suddenly, it goes to my throat stuck there. And I'm alone at the living room. I feel like breathless. And luckily, when the moment I almost faith. I'm fucking serious. I almost faith. My mom walked up from kitchen and saw me. She quickly ran to me and lifted me upside down and spanking my back. Luckily, eventually, after a few hits. After a few hits.
Okay.
The glass marble came out. Yup, then I get scolded very bad, haha. But I learned my lesson. After many years, I suddenly remember it and asked my mom. She said that time my face was like purple and my body became lighter. Apparently, I am dying. It scares her so much. Then she banned glass marble. Shout out to my mom. If she didn't walk out from the kitchen or just few seconds late, I would be dead.
I don't know if I got share this story about how I got this car.
Is a scar, man? I see hair only. I see.
You see?
Yeah.
This, before I get to how it happened, is I fell down and my teeth, my two bunny teeth, pierced through my lower mouth. So my whole mouth was sealed because I was stuck, right? And I cannot even scream.
Ouch.
Yeah. So
because if you scream, you must open, right?
yeah, I can't open because it,
So you're like,
it went through. So how I got this was because of a Ghostbusters car. I was very young. My brother bought this Ghostbuster car and I love Ghostbuster ma. Then he don't want me to play. So he went to school, right? He put on top of his cabinet. So I say, you think I cannot climb? Then I climb. But I don't know how to come down. So I jump down. Then I landed on my teeth. Then because my family got history of anesthesia awareness, which means anesthesia don't really work for us.
Okay.
Go to the hospital, I cannot sleep. They keep Tarzan, I cannot sleep. So they strapped me to the hospital bed and they sew. So it freaking traumatized me.
I got this accident, very interesting. It's a little bit gross. So when I was young, I don't know why people
When you say young, now I need to ask you. When you say young, how old?
I think this one quite young, one digit.
One digit.
One digit. Should be one digit.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know why when you are young, you like to put things in your mouth. So at that point in time, I put a pencil in my mouth.
A pencil.
Like those mechanical pencil. So I poke. Then now, my tongue got this hole.
Black color hole.
No. Yeah.
Oh, that's why you can squat, right? I forgot.
Really?
He can squat.
So it gave me a special power.
No.
The squat. We seen it before. We will cut to the footage where he showed this ability.
No lah,
don't show it.
cannot find one. I do now lah.
No, I call police.
Don't squat. But we know you can.
I can be a Marvel superhero already. I can squirt water out.
Okay. You are called a squatter.
Not in case the next time got fire, how you got no water?
How about you, Edmond? You got any surgery?
No surgery, but
Accident.
can you all see something here? Can see it or not? Got this?
Yeah.
It got one oval shape.
Got mark.
I was playing with hamster, then after that I was playing with the sparkling thing. You know the sparklers?
Wait.
Hamster.
Hamster crawling, then the sparkler I cannot hold. I want to catch the hamster, so the sparkler landed on my face and started burning.
But wait. I still want to know. What were you doing with a sparkler and a hamster?
No, I visit someone's house. Then after that, they were like, "Oh, we got sparkler. You want to play with our hamster?" So everything on me, then just burn.
That's a very strange combination. Put a hamster and a sparkler. What does it hurt?
Actually, I cannot remember. It felt like something burning lah.
But
For a while, you know, it's not a while. It's like
after a while you realize.
it's a long mark. Then just burn rotting meat like that.
It's still like sparking.
Yeah, you're sparkling on my skin.
That's why like after every trauma, you must sort of overcome it.
Yeah, you must face it again.
You must face it again.
Maybe face it the proper way this time.
Yeah. Like going to the toilet. And with that is all for our time for this week's episode of Get It Out.
This episode actually quite interesting. A lot of very interesting stories. Yeah.
And I hope you all can continue to send in your questions as detailed as possible and with less grammar mistakes.
I love the grammar mistake.
Actually, I do love it.
I like it.
I like
Gives
your
it personality.
you all can send in. Maybe we won't faith.
Yeah, we Okay, thank you, Edmond, for coming to our show. It's his second time on camera, so maybe he looked a bit nervous, but I think he did pretty well.
No, he enjoying, bro.
I think he did pretty well.
I'm an influencer now.
Influencer now. Yay. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
And as always, remember to follow all our socials. Follow him or his social. He's trying to be influencer.
I am an influencer.
Okay, click here for more. Click here what and cut to the bloopers. Yeah, I'm filming now. Really? Why?
Don't lie. Don't lie.
Come back to me. 27, baby. It's 27. 27.
Who are you talking to?
Yeah, it's for post no.
I'm your baby.
我要不要抽烟？
27 can, yeah. Okay, bye bye.
叫回我那个烟。
赶紧啦
This is when you're young, do
You
know when you're young, when your parents call you, they will like that.
see, this bully caught on camera.